Am I the asshole for uninviting my grandma to my wedding? So I'm getting married, and when I was on call with my grandmother, 75, she was super excited to come and I was excited to have her there. I'm her oldest grandchild, so we have a special relationship. But a few days ago she learned that my sister, my maid of honor, is gay and I invited her girlfriend. She was furious about the gay thing and told me that either I uninvite the girlfriend or she doesn't come, and I immediately said that if this is the way she thinks, I don't want her there. Now my whole family is telling me to just uninvite the girlfriend and reinvite my grandma. Sounds bad, but my fiancé, my sister and her girlfriend live in one apartment now. They lost an apartment for 2020 reasons. And the girlfriend has basically been my roommate for 6 months now. I'm very close to her, closer than my granny actually, and I really want her there. My family's opinion is that I am the asshole. Edit. I'm Eastern European and homophobia is still very present here. That's why the family is okay with granny's behavior even though they love my sister and tolerate her GF. It's all around them. Edit 2. I was never considering uninviting the girlfriend. The question is, am I the asshole for uninviting grandma rather than letting her make the decision? Not the asshole. Doing the right thing isn't always popular. Even if you hadn't been living together, disinviting the girlfriend because of bigotry wouldn't be morally right. Have a wonderful wedding. Not the asshole. Your wedding. Invite whoever you want. They are all the asshole for dictating who you should invite. That being said, I just invite both, then if the grandma doesn't come then it's on her and not you. Not the asshole. Your grandma said her or sister's girlfriend and you chose. She shouldn't have given you an ultimatum for your own wedding. It is your wedding and it's up to you to decide who is there. Grandma is the asshole not only for being homophobic but for trying to back you in a corner and use you loving her against you to push her beliefs onto you and your wedding. Sucks to suck. GMA. Not the asshole. This isn't just an issue of your choosing the girlfriend or your grandma. It's also about choosing your sister, and choosing to love and respect her as she is. Your grandmother's reaction was terrible, her demand was outrageous, and your family is being ridiculous. I'm sorry that you have to deal with this. So absolutely not the asshole. IDK. What your family is thinking there. Are they all being homophobic? First of all, it is your wedding, so you should be able to do what you want and what you think is right. It is your day and no one else's, apart from your partner of course. Second of all, your grandma and family are definitely the asshole for being so inconsiderate and stuck in the Middle Ages. Even if they have a problem with it, they could have simply asked to not be seated with the gay couple and everyone could have had their piece. Nice of you to stick up for your sister and her girlfriend, right thing to do in my opinion. Fuck no. Not the asshole. Does she think she'll catch the gay and start a dildo party with her neighbor Barbara? Good for you for not tolerating that shit. Not the asshole. She set the ultimatum. Your grandmother being bigoted. Look, I loved my grandma. I adored her. But as a queer person I also had to listen to her homophobia, including the belief that people were turned gay by being raped by gay people. It's difficult to think of your grandma as a homophobic asshole. I get it. But she's invalidating your sister's choices and isn't interested in learning more. Thank you for supporting your sister. Edit. Thanks for the award. Not the asshole. When you play homophobic games you get homophobic prizes. Not the asshole. This is totally on your grandma. She's the one who forced the choice, not you. It is a little troubling that your family wants you to go along with this though. Not the asshole. But you will be if you change how you treat a gay sibling, roommate, and or friend to maintain the comfort plus counsel of a homophobe. Doesn't matter that she is your grandma. Not the asshole. Granny is a bigot. She also has no right to dictate your wedding guest list. Her prejudice is her own problem. If I were you, I'd leave the door open to her that she's welcome at the wedding, but she has to know that girlfriend will be there as well, as a welcome and loved guest. It's unfortunate, but that generation often grew up with deep prejudices, and many of them have not yet unlearned them. She might just need some time to wrap her head around things. Or maybe she won't, and she'll go to her grave thinking that Westboro Baptist has the right idea. Either way, all the best at your wedding. So wait. If you uninvited the girlfriend, you sister won't be gay anymore. Or is grandma okay with her being gay so long as she doesn't look it? I say it was grandma's choice. If you have a mind to, you might be able to again apologize for not accommodating her wishes, and say you hope she changes her mind, but that's about all you can really do. How does you sister feel about her ditching her girlfriend for granny? Not the asshole. Girlfriend isn't the one making a stink. If you decide to uninvite her, tell granny that GF. being a very decent and accepting person, was nice enough to say Granny could come anyway so that Granny knows she is only allowed because girlfriend allowed it. Granny will hate that. Not the asshole. Tell your grandma it's 2021 and some people are gay. Your grandma AITA for putting you in a predicament like that. She should not want to miss your wedding for anything, yet she's trading in her invite for a big bowl of prejudice towards gays. Congrats tumbler glass tumbler glass. Not the asshole. My wedding is a celebration of love. I have invited the people I love who are capable of showing love and support. Granny has decided to choose hate. Hate is not an emotion I want at my wedding. Removing X doesn't change the hate in Granny's heart. You don't have to agree with me, but this day is about me and my fiancé, and if you want to be there, then be there to show love and support. If you can't do that, don't come. It is really sad that you choose hate. Not the asshole. Homophobia is HEF's own problem to deal with. You did the right thing and congratulations on your wedding. Not the asshole. Your grandma is the choosing not to come. If she doesn't like it, she doesn't have to interact with her. If she can't put her prejudices aside to be there for you on your day, then that's on her. It's your wedding, you can invite whoever you want. Not the asshole. My sister was my maid of honor, and if someone, even family, told me to uninvite her wife, I'd tell him to suck it. Not the asshole. And #X200B. Regardless of country of origin, the homophobia is not okay. And #X200B. She made the ultimatum. I have a general policy on ultimatums. Anyone who makes them is a person I never want to deal with again, and I will generally pick the option that means I never speak to them in future. Not the asshole. And your family sucks. Grandma shouldn't have been a bigot and shouldn't have made an ultimatum if she wasn't going to accept your choice. It's your wedding and you can invite or uninvite whoever you want, but personally I would not allow Grandma to come unless she is willing to apologize. Not the asshole. You didn't invite her, she chose not to come. That's on her. Not the asshole. Having a gay person in the same room as Grandma isn't going to cause any damage. Forcing your sister to climb back in the closet for the day and leaving her girlfriend out will scar her forever. You did not uninvite your grandma. She is choosing not to go. That is 100% on her. Wait, they think you should disinvite a member of your household to appease your grandmother. Even taking out the homophobia, that's silly. Also, your sister and her girlfriend lived together for presumably more than 6 months, which implies a serious relationship. It would be poor etiquette not to invite your sister's partner to your wedding. Grandma, if I don't get my way, then don't invite me. She gets uninvited. Grandma, surprise Pikachu face. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. If your family doesn't support your sister, then they'll not be invited. Seems reasonable to me. Not the asshole. And furthermore, why is your family not sticking up for your sister? Your grandma is being openly homophobic, which reflects on your sister as well as her GF. As far as I'm concerned, they're all assholes for sweeping that under the rug. Not the asshole. Uninviting girlfriend would be not supporting your sister and treating her as less than. Just keep repeating that to everyone and refuse to discuss it further. If you on some level would like grandma there, you can always tell her she is welcome to come if she can treat your sister and her partner with politeness and respect. But if you don't care if grandma comes, then don't worry about it. It is your wedding. You should be surrounded by people you enjoy being around. Not the asshole. Your wedding, your choice, and nobody gets to veto other people's wedding guests. You would only be the asshole if you chose a homophobe over your sil. Not the asshole. Your wedding, your guests. Sorry grandma, you don't get a say. NTA. I'm Ukrainian myself and I'm hella proud of you. You aren't the asshole at all. Congratulations on your upcoming wedding. Not the asshole. You have to be the change you want to see in your society. You've accepted your sister as she is, and you've chosen to do so publicly and at the expense of your grandmother's presence at your own wedding. I cannot think of a kinder way to show your sister that not only do you accept her, but you're willing to take on your family and friends to prove it. Tell Granny that the next time she gets married, she can choose the guests. Right now it's your turn, your day, your life. She can either play along and be part of it all or stay home and be a bigot by herself. Not the asshole. The grandma knows what she is doing and she expects to win this. I guess she will have to reconsider her position on gay people now. You didn't uninvited your grandma. Your grandma said she wouldn't come if you didn't uninvite your sister's girlfriend. So, since you didn't want to do that, the only choice was for your grandmother to stick to her guns and avoid the wedding. Not the asshole. It's your grandmother's choice not to go. Not the asshole. I have a pretty simple code I follow. If someone has beef and they say, pick them or me, I always pick the other person. If you're going to prevent me from seeing someone because of your own bias, don't come. Not the asshole. My sister had to make the difficult decision to not invite my dad and his side of the family. My cousin didn't invite his grandma because she was upset he was marrying someone of color. Sometimes people that are toxic don't get to enjoy your special moments. Sometimes they learn and grow from this, sometimes they don't. But you're setting the expectations of inclusivity and I think that's great. Not the asshole. You can appease your family by inviting your grandma again. You are, after all, as you said, close to her. But make it clear sister's girlfriend is close to you too and you will not uninvited her. Tell grandma you want her there but you will not tolerate rudeness to your other guests. This way if your grandma does not go to your wedding then it's on her and not you. Not the asshole. Granny gave you two options and you chose one. Lol. Not the asshole. Unfortunately for Granny and whoever else, the old ways aren't working anymore, and nor should they. Good for you for standing up to them doing what's right. Not the asshole. Granny can get over herself. If she can't accept your sister and her GF, then she doesn't need to ruin your wedding with her attitude. Not the asshole. Don't invite people you'd rather not have there just for an easier life. If a load of bigots want to decide that you're the asshole, that's actually a really good sign that you're not an asshole. Please do an update. From a fellow gay. Sounds like grandma is a lesbian and maybe needs to have a little dance at the wedding with the girlfriend, STFU, and have a good time. Granny uninvited herself. She's shit out of luck if she feels her personal beliefs trump your personal relationships at your own wedding. Not the asshole. NTA. You did not uninvited Granny. Just like you are not uninviting your roommate. Stay strong. Not the asshole. Stand up to homophobia and hold to it. Not the asshole. You didn't uninvited grandma. Grandma uninvited grandma. NTA. She said that either you uninvite your sister's girlfriend or her, and you picked up on the offer. She came up with the idea, so no, not the a-hole. Also, isn't it your wedding? You are allowed to invite whoever's you want, and not invite your grandmother is entirely your choice and at least in my eyes acceptable if she didn't behave.